Welcome to the channel. Shocking photo of the world.
Congo, 1950s. Children and a birdcage. Sydney, 1908. Airship over Tamarama. Jerusalem, 1921. Snow apocalypse. Iran, 1950s. Shepherds in woolen capes. Iranian shepherds, swathed in traditional wool cloaks, look like epic heroes. The color shot highlights the texture of their clothing and the stark beauty of the landscape. Lhasa, 1955. Tibetan greeting. A Tibetan in Lhasa greets a photographer with his tongue out. No, he's not teasing. It's an ancient tradition to show he's not a demon. They say their tongues are green. Vancouver, 1905. Joe Fortes, hero of the beach. Standing on English Bay Beach is Joe Fortes, Vancouver's first official lifeguard. This tough guy saved 29 people. Palmyra, 1959. Soviet geologists in the desert. Soviet geologists pose against the backdrop of the ruins of ancient Palmyra. Australia, 1902. Aborigines in chains. Wyndham Jail, chains on the wrists of Aborigines. A difficult shot of the colonial era. Vancouver, 1971. Weed riot. Canadians protest marijuana ban on the streets of Vancouver. Egypt, 1960s. Abu Simbel Temple. Keys Shira captured the majestic rock temple of Abu Simbel. Istanbul, 1958. City of contrasts. A Regula, master of Turkish photography, shows Istanbul in all its vibrant bustle. Canada, 1929. The sleeping car of dreams. The Pullman Palace Car Company's first-class car is luxury on rails. The seats convert into beds. The overhead locker is a berth. Tehran, 1960. The Shah's leopard warriors. Iran's Shah Mohammed, Reza Pahlavi's elite guards sport leopard skin uniforms. Beginning of the 20th century. Family portrait. Old family photo in color, like a time machine. Niagara, 1903. Ice Falls. Frozen Niagara Falls is a breathtaking sight. Havana, 1933. A coal miner with a story. The portrait of a coal miner from Havana is the face of a man who knows the value of hard work. New Zealand, 1910. Butcher's Shop. David Taylor's Butcher's Shop in Wellington, like a movie set. Arabian Sea, 1933. Manta ray. Fishermen off the coast of Karachi pulled out a manta ray, a giant ray up to 9 meters wide and weighing up to 3 tons. Canada, 1921. Inuk wearing snow goggles. Inuk caribou from Arviat wearing traditional winter goggles made of bone and antler. Mexico, 1943. Birth of a volcano. Paracutin volcano was born right in a cornfield in 1943. Young Tajik woman playing the dutar, 1899. David Bowie, 1970s. Passenger tampers on the Japanese subway, 1966. Marilyn Monroe in early childhood. An unknown woman prevents Picasso and Cocteau from enjoying a bullfight, France, 1956. A war veteran sells matches on the street, England, 1930s. Police officers calm a Beatles fan during a concert in New York City. August 23, 1966. 2 girls doing laundry on a London street, 1900s. What the ideal woman looked like in 1938. The 20-year-old model June Cox was captured as the ideal, height about 168 centimeters, weight 56 kilograms. Thermicon is a hair dryer from the late 19th century. England, 1880s. Boiling water was poured into containers attached to wooden handles, and then the hair dryer was moved through the hair, thereby drying the strands. Steve Jobs in his apartment in Woodside, California, December 15, 1982. Tattooed lady at the 1939 New York World's Fair. Osama bin Laden far right, Oxford, 1971. Paul Mobile in New York, 1960. Pan American airline cabin, 1940s. A German businessman and his secretary work in a swimming pool during a heat wave, Berlin, Germany, 1926. Opening of the Eiffel Tower, 1889. Robert Wadlow, the tallest recorded man in history to 0.7 meters, with his family in 1935. Victorian couple on a tandem bicycle, 1890s. Models taking a smoke break, Italy, 1950. Little Queen Elizabeth II with her corgis. One of the oldest photo portraits, taken in the 1840 to 1850s. An 8-year-old boy works on a farm, Western Massachusetts, 1915. A shoemaker's lunch, 1944. This kind shoemaker doesn't ask for much. A couple of fruits, a piece of bread and some cheese. And he is already grateful to the world. Children at a dump, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, 1912. These children are not out for a walk or playing. They are at a dump, looking for anything they can use or sell. Gramercy Park, New York, 1959. A female bootlegger caught selling illegal alcohol during Prohibition in the United States. Minneapolis, 1924. A woman with 2 children buys balloons from a cellar. USA, 1919. Celeste Radin in the transparent rowboat Lucite at the New York Invention Exhibition. The boat can withstand harsh conditions and carry 5 people. 1941. Goats in a harness in National Park, New York, 1904. A huge dust storm in Boise City, Oklahoma, 1935. This day was nicknamed Black Sunday. It was the blow of nature that farmers faced in 1935. A photographer takes pictures of New York City from 18 stories above the Fifth Avenue sidewalk, 1906. A bodybuilder with his son in Muscle Beach, California, 1949. Gene Jansen was born in 1916 in Bartlesloe, Illinois. Fishermen haul in their nets on the Sausalito waterfront, San Francisco, 1950s. Farmer Joe Kramer's family, near Williston, USA, 1937. Jeans weren't always a fashion trend. They were once just work clothes, hardy and reliable. A Nez Perce warrior in loincloth and moccasins on horseback, USA, 1907. In 1877, the US government ordered the Nez Perce tribe to move to a reservation. A group of musicians on a rocky riverbank with a waterfall in the background at the first Virginia Music Festival, 1931. Girl on the beach in Santa Monica, California, 1940. Paris Opera, 1950s. The grace of a ballerina backstage is like a frozen dance of time. The elegance and sophistication of Paris in one movement. Paris, 1950. A garbage truck rolls along cobbled streets. Ordinary, but in it is the soul of a city where even routine looks like a scene from an old film. Switzerland, 1917. Mother and daughter in the mountains. Simple joy, fresh air and the endless Alps, a moment full of warmth and freedom. Paris, 1922. Street bustle, fashion and charm. The city of love in the lens is like a postcard you want to keep forever. Norway, 1963. A girl looks at frozen laundry on her clothesline. Winter cold and childish curiosity, a frame full of naive poetry. Germany, 1945. A child cries while being treated for lice with DDT powder. At that time, they didn't know about its harm, but the product saved from epidemics. Somewhere in Europe, 1949. A summer shower is a carefree moment when water washes away all worries. Summer, freedom, life. Switzerland, 1903. Mountaineers conquer the Jungfrau. Courage and triumph against the backdrop of snow-capped peaks is a true ode to the human spirit. Italy, 1940s. A wedding is in full swing. The older generation is beaming with happiness, and the mother is holding her son tightly so that he does not do anything wrong. Family, traditions and genuine emotions. Greece, 1903. Shepherds on the top of Parnassus. A frame as if torn from an epic saga. Majestic nature and people living in harmony with it.